So today on Project Shop, we are back on this 600 MCM. It's early in the morning. I need to strip a little bit more. I think I'm just going to strip that pile and this pile here, cut these nuggets, run them, and then the rest of this stuff is not really worth stripping. I'm going to pull this out and separate it. I got to separate the Romex, and there's a lot more than I thought in there, so I'm going to have to deduct. Because I basically weighed this up and paid it. I haven't paid for it yet because that's why. I knew it was a mixed bag of stuff. And we're going to cut them off and deduct for all that steel because I got a pile of those things. See that? Look at that. 600. Huh. Yeah. And unfortunately, he said they're about down to the end of the 600. They've been doing this job for about a month, pulling wire in like every week. So it was a good little run, but sometimes you know, all good things come to an end. There'll be more. So I'm gonna get right set up on this, sort through this wire real quick, and I mean, we only got like 20 minutes worth of stripping, then I got to get on the road. We got to go to the shop, pick up some more scraps. Oh, I forgot to show you yesterday. The guy gave me all this stuff. I went to the shop and he goes, "Oh, we're going to throw this stuff in the dumpster, you know, if you want it." A bunch of, you know, crimp connections. I might keep some of this stuff, but he gave me a bunch of big copper nugget bus bars. Look at that. You know, and I started to weigh it up. He goes, "No, man, you could just take it." He goes, "You know, we were gonna just get rid of it." So, connections, big old crimp things. So, yeah, a whole nother bin, that bin over there. Yeah, I'd like stuff like that, man. I'm always up for some free nuggets. I think just the bus. I did weigh the bus. I started weighing the stuff, the bus bars and like the copper. It was already like 4. So I got 40 pounds of copper at like, I don't know, 350, 360 a pound, whatever number 2 copper is. I mean, this can probably be considered number 1. But anyway, let's get on to sorting this scrap. Probably just gonna take the jaw and cut this stuff in half and see what we got. At the customer, it's easier for me to just take the bin and sort it at my shop if, you know, you got a customer that'll trust you to do that. Mixed bag of crap here, because, you know, when you're at your customer, or when I'm at my customer, they're busy people, man. I'm trying to get in and out as fast as possible. It's faster for me just to give them a weight right on site, and they know there's a couple of mixed things in there. I'll weigh this stuff, snap a picture of it on the scale, and send it to them, and then pay them on the difference. Tedious on that. So this stuff we're not going to strip. We're not going to strip the Romex. Now this Romex, some of it looks a little thicker, but I get a good enough price on that Romex. It's literally pennies and not really worth the time. We got a little bright and shiny in here already. I guess I should get another bin for this little small stuff for now. I got some BX. Romex. Got all the extras. Okay. And this is where not having a concrete where I could just dump it on the ground, sort it, and then sweep it up at the end is kind of, it's going to be annoying for a little bit, because even at my last house under the carport, I had concrete. I don't think well, yeah, I did work in the dirt when I lived in Loxahatchee. So, we're going way, way back. Long before I even considered having a YouTube channel. Wow. That was back when I lived out there. I did more transformers than anything. The transformers and the lights were still a huge part of my business, man. Like when I would go out and come back, it was always a couple barrels of transformers and a bunch of lights. And then it started to progress a little bit more wire here and there. But honestly, if I could just scrap one thing, it'd be transformers. Some people think, oh, copper wire is the king, but to me, I look at the upgrade value. Double copper transformers, I could triple my money. Copper wire, you're only going to gain about a third. You know, if you're buying it competitively, you know. And my customers, I have to buy it competitively, you know. They're not just going to give the stuff away. Some BX cable there. I'll have to put that down there. This Romex might be from that. Might be some residuals from that Michael Jordan job. Man, that was a gift that just kept on giving too, man. That was a nice couple loads out of it. I mean, probably 5 bins is what that turned out to be. That was some really nice stuff, because most of that I just bought and sold. And that's when I realized, after so many years of scrapping, that communication cable, the Cat 5, is worth more than number 2 insulator. I thought it was always number 2. See? You learn something new every day. Or at least I always try. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit more Romex than I was. We're definitely gonna have to. I mean, if it was a couple little strands, I would have just bought it and then probably just sold it as number 1 insulated with some other. You know, if you throw a couple little strands in there, here and there, they don't say nothing. And years ago, I actually used to get number 1 insulate for the Romex for years. And then one day they came, it's like, oh, that's a, I think it's because I had a lot that particular day. They're like, oh, it's that's a different category. And they separated and paid me less, and I just about cried. That was a sad day. Your good run comes to an end. This is a mess, man. Okay. All right. Y'all don't need to see me sort this. I'm just gonna time lapse the rest of this, and then we'll come back and or I'm just gonna sort it, and then we'll come back and strip some of this bigger stuff. The last couple 600 nuggets. There was a nice nugget around here somewhere. I seen it. It's here that we need to run before we adjust the machine. All right, so I gotta change gears. I'm just gonna run the last little bit of 600, and then I gotta get on the road. This other stuff, I'm just gonna come back later and strip. We'll have to add it to the next round. We got enough strip to do what we need to do today. I'm just on a time crunch. We're gonna have to figure this out and make this more efficient. But you know, the first time you do something, it's always going to be a little cumbersome. But we'll get it dialed in. I just got to get on the road because there's a road closure. Yesterday when I left here, I noticed the cops had one lane closed down on a bridge. And on my way back, they had a construction crew out there, a lane closure, and they probably had to close the whole entire road down. So I don't know how long the detour is going to be or how much traffic I'm going to sit in, but I'm just going to have to get on the road as quick as possible. All right, we got all this copper cleaned up. We got a huge mess of plastic to clean up. Still some wire to strip. I think I'm gonna have to start incinerating this plastic. The incinerator does have a scrubber, a secondary chamber to burn off any toxic fumes, so it's kind of perfect for this situation. Or I'll have to bag it up and put it out front. This is not something I'm going to burn in the burn pile, as you know, it'd be the quickest way to get rid of it, but we do have a proper method of destruction over here. We got a nice little chunk of wire. I got some more wire at the shop I'm going to go pick up real quick. And then we got these totes back here. Yeah, so I'm going to waste no time. I'm going to get on the road. I'm bringing the jaw back with me and the pump because I got a cool thing to do with those. And then we're going to round up more stuff at the shop. I got that whole trailer full of stuff under tarp. I got to get that offloaded. It's been sitting out in the rain, but I got like 3 tarps on it, so it should be okay. Yeah, just so much going on, man. So we'll get it dialed in though. So we'll see you back in Palm Beach. All right, guys, we're back over here at the house. And I actually made 2 trips to Miami. I just, it was like raining and I was rushing and really didn't have time to film. Like it's down to the wire right now. So I brought some stuff, the forklift, the air compressors. I should have videoed loading this. I actually had to go get my neighbor's forklift. I could have drug it up or pushed it up, but I just had him pick it up and set it on the trailer. And then we're going to go take it over there and roll it off by the trucks. But my nice Ingersoll Rand air compressors, we're going to put in here. And this is one of those hot water heaters I pulled out of a mansion in Palm Beach. And then here's the other. This one's a monster. This one's like twice as big as that one. Probably really high end. This actually had a pressure vessel. It's actually down there. A pressure tank on here to, I guess, keep pressure on it. I don't know. I really don't know what this thing was for. They had it hooked in, I guess, as an extra hot water along with this one. But apparently the insurance company wants us to change out the hot water heater, even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Okay. Sounds like just a money scam to me. It doesn't leak. Seems to be working fine. I don't know why, but this one's a little bit bigger. The other one's a 19-inch wide. This one's a 23-inch wide, so it's actually a little bit bigger. Hey, my wife will take longer, hotter showers now, I guess. I take cold showers because I'm always out in the heat. But this is relatively new compared to the other one's probably 20 years old, and which was probably put in when the house was, it's probably the original one in the house. So thank God I held on to this thing, because I don't know, a hot water heater is probably $400 or $500, maybe $600, depending on what you get. The one we have in the house is a, I guess you call that Rudd, but this one's an Achiever Professional. So we're upgrading, okay, for free. Thank that I, you know, saved us, and it can go to use at the house. There's a lot of things that I saved. I always thought, like, one day I'll have a house, I could probably use this. So I saved it, and it's already coming to, you know, coming to light. Now, another thing they're making us replace, all the valves at the toilet, the shut-off valves for the toilets, and all the sinks, the hot water, cold water. I don't know why they ain't leaking. So now we got to replace all of them. And yeah, so that's going to be fun. But anyway, it's not why we're here. I'm going to offload these real quick. And then we got a problem out here. Some bird has been pooping on my stuff. Or my stuff and my wife's lawnmower. Pooped all over the engine. Like, what the heck is happening here? So, if that's going to be the case, you know what's really messed up is I actually had, and then I don't know if a bird did that, but the lights I put up somehow got knocked down. I didn't really put them up with the greatest clips. I just took a piece of aluminum. Yeah, it might just be the aluminum bent. I couldn't find the right things, but I did find the right things, so we'll put them back up right. Hopefully they still work. I do got a 2-year warranty on one of those, and I can replace them all. And I got 6 of them. We'll just do one at a time. Looks like we got a storm coming in. Oh man, breeze feeling good out here right now. Nice and cool. It's like perfect working weather. If it could be like this every day, I'm okay with working out here. So, with that being said, I'm gonna offload this thing. Yeah, I got a mess here, I know. Still got a pile of wire. I don't know, might be 100 pounds left. Or still a nice little nugget there. I'll show you the ticket. We did pretty good, even though we didn't even strip all the wire. So let me get this stuff offloaded. I gotta swap trailers. I need this dump trailer, so unfortunately I don't have time to set up the shelves, and I kind of gridlocked myself and I'm running out of time, so I'm just gonna put the stuff over there for now, and then I could just sort it, what I'm gonna keep, what I'm not. I did sort stuff at the shop, but I'm gonna do like a secondary sort, whether I take another look at it and decide whether I really need it or not. But yeah, so let me get on that, and then we'll go over the 2 tickets I got. They're pretty decent. Okay, so we're about to get some serious rain. It cooled off. I mean, the temperature dropped a lot out here, and the wind's picking up, so I'm pretty sure I'm about to get rained out. So here's the ticket from that wire stripping, the first wire strip at the house. We wound up with 1,151 pounds of bright and shiny at $3.88 a pound for $4,465.80. Then the Romex, I actually deducted the Romex in the ticket, 98 pounds, $1.80 a pound. I think that went down. I could have swore that was more. You know, it's funny. Copper didn't go down that much, but the bright and shiny didn't go down, but the insulated went way down for $176.40. And then the number one wire, the spaghetti, I didn't strip, 53 pounds, $2.39 a pound. I'm pretty sure I was getting like $2.90 a pound for that not too long ago, and like $2.20 a pound for Romex. So it's funny how the insulate comes down like that. 126.67 for $4,768.95. Now remember, I still got a big pile of copper sitting over there to strip. At least another $300 or $400. Hopefully, we'll find out. But I paid 34.60. Oh, let's say 3,500. So we made $1,268 real quick. You know, in a day, which isn't bad. And we got more to go. So that was that ticket, and then it was just chaos. I went and sold this stuff because I didn't have a chance to get to this other stuff. But I'm not going to read all this because this was a lot. But you can see, you can pause it, see all the stuff. The next day I turned in another $2,588. And this was all stuff I pulled out of the shop. And yeah, I think we got pretty decent price for most of the stuff here. See, the big ticket item, $500, was cast aluminum, $776, and a $400 bare bright copper, 109 pounds, and a $600 number 2 copper, 183 pounds at $363. Did copper stay the same? Bright and shiny. $388. Yeah, stayed the same. And I still have more at the shop I'm pulling out. I got a whole car. I got a light plant I got to cut the top off of. I got light fixtures. I found some transformers, ballast, just tons of aluminum. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to process over there. I pretty much pulled most of my tools out of there, or the big equipment. I do still have some hand tools and whatnot. And everything I need to cut up that car. A lot of that car is, wait till you see that car, man. So much of that car is aluminum. So we should do pretty good on the car. But other than that, we're pretty much done scrapping at the shop, man. I think I'm going to do one more day of scrapping over there. And then it's all going to be just hauling, packing and hauling. And we're done. We're coming out here to the country, man. Start a new life, a new chapter. Aerate my pond a little bit. Yeah, so if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned because I have an interesting video coming up. I haven't been able to answer all the questions yet. You know, just sit down and answer because I work and literally till I'm got to take a shower and go to sleep. And then I get up and then I'm just gone, you know. God bless my wife for, you know, helping out with the YouTube and everything like that. But I actually just shot an interesting video while I was traveling. And I started answering questions with my wife. You'll actually hear her on the phone. So if you guys got questions you want to ask, that, like, you know, definitely want to be asked, stay tuned for this video, or even drop the comments in this video. Ask your questions. You know, I'm going to have her read them to me while I'm driving, and I'll answer them the best I can. So we're going to do a couple videos like that. And then as soon as I get a chance, I'm going to do, we'll get back on some live streams. So stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for sticking around, all the support, all the good, positive comments. And yeah, we'll see you around. And look what happened. My crack has gotten worse. So after all this traveling, it's going to be time for a new windshield and a lot of new other parts for this truck. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrap yard.